what stands out to you the most? Because even just going back to 1989, that's a time when you had Richard Petty and Dale Earnhardt still racing in the Cup Series. I mean, what was it like to race against those guys and interactions? And yeah, do you ever think back on some of those starts that you made early on?
Oh yeah, I remember them all. But Dale Earnhardt Sr. was my hero, and I got to know him pretty good. And there's a lot, there's a few stories, but I remember testing at Daytona one year, and I can't remember what year it was, but probably 98 or something like that. We were down there testing, and it was always my birthday when we were down there in February. My birthday is February 16th or January 16th. Geez, I don't even know my own birthday, but January 16th is my birthday, and we were down there testing, and I actually was 16th fastest in the Cup Series testing, and he was 18th. And Dale came over to me, really shocked me. He said, "Anything you need, you go over in my hauler and get it." He said, "You're doing a really good job." And that was the first time I ever met him personally. But and then I remember the last race he won, the IROC race, I went over to congratulate him, and he handed me his bubble goggles he was wearing. And I still have those hanging on one of my trophies.
Wow.
Those bubble goggles.
So, like, you have Dale Earnhardt's bubble goggles. That's pretty cool. Not many people can say they have some cool memento from the late great Dale Earnhardt like that. And you have that.
I went over and just shook his hand, said, "Great job," and he handed me those goggles, and I just kept them forever. Still have them.
Sure. And of course, his untimely death a few days later in the 500. I mean, you said you were getting to know Dale and you had that first interaction with the year before. I mean, do you feel like there was, at least at that point in time, you guys were growing a fruitful friendship or something that you guys were getting closer during that time?
Well, yeah, the entire time from the time I was down there and the Cup deal, I don't know what the years are, but it was right around 98 till it's probably 3 years, I guess. I've talked to him quite a bit, and Richard Childress also. I can tell you a funny story about Richard. He that night at Eldora in 2013, he came over to me with a bottle of wine, 18 proof wine, and I still have that bottle of wine. He says, "Just make sure you drink that at home." He was congratulating me for making that race, and that was pretty cool. I still have that bottle too. So I didn't know they made 18 proof wine, but they do.
And I'm guessing it's from the Childress Vineyard collection of wines, right?
Yeah. Well, now I have 4 bottles. So that's just one of those stories. I could write a book. I actually had a guy from local newspaper here, Tribune Review, came over to me a couple years ago. He says, "When you're done, I want to write a book." And I said, "It's fine with me." So we'll see what happens.